Ciao Bella! Welcome to another episode of Bellauncinettocrafts. I'm Christina, and we are working on a series I call How Do I? And then I fill in the blank with whatever I am working on for crochet. And the reason why I'm doing this series is because everyone does things a little differently, how they create things, how they make things, how they start things. And you can watch several videos on how to do something and it doesn't stick. And then the one video that you watch, that's the one that sticks. So maybe mine's the one that works for you. Maybe it's not. But having different perspectives and having different understandings of the way that things work and how people's hands work with the materials is important in my mind. So today we are going to be working on the magic ring. Now, some people cannot do the magic ring, and that's perfectly understandable, right? Some people they've never been able to do a magic ring, or they think it is really, really difficult, and that's fine. So if the magic ring is not for you, perfectly understand, but I like to do the magic ring. It's something that I feel is easier than crocheting and then making the loop and then working. That's just my personal preference. So today we're going to be working with some worsted weight, which is a size 4 Lily Sugar and Cream in Dazzle Blue. And I have my 5mm crochet hook here, so you can see that. And the way that I make a magic ring, I start with the tail end of my yarn. I hold it with my thumb. I wrap it around, so the working yarn that's coming out, I wrap it around my 2 fingers here like this, hold it with my thumb, wrap it back around so it's behind this first line here. It's behind this first line. And then I hold it again with my thumb. Okay? So then I take this and put my hook underneath the first line, pull it through like this, and then, oh, you can't see that. Let me try again. Sorry, I don't want to edit. I want to show you all of the mistakes. I was off frame because I was trying to hold it close to me so that I could see what I was doing, but I need to have it under for you. So again, I take the tail end of the yarn, hold it with my thumb, take this end, wrap it around my fingers, 2 fingers. Then I take the yarn again and I wrap it around like this, between again, and hold it with my thumb. Now that's pretty tight. You can do it a little bit more loosely if you would like, but it makes me feel more in control of the yarn when I can do that. And I can still, right, put my hook and lift it so it's not super tight. So I do put my hook underneath that first one that I made and pull with my hook here the second one. Now I work it off like this, and then I hold this one, so the one that's coming from the skein, and I hold this, right? Because you don't want this slipping out, and you're not making a slip knot, you're making a ring. And so then typically you will chain 1 or 2 or 3 and whatever you're doing, and then you can start to crochet in the ring. And I'm just going to do a couple, so that's 1 single crochet, and the chain 1 can or cannot count depending on what you're doing. That's 2. I'm trying to go slow so you can see and stay in frame. That's 3. And usually about that time I start to pull this instead of pulling the string because it's fairly secure there now. And I don't have to worry about it coming off. And then I can just chain, or crochet, not chain, into the ring. And then when I have as many as I need, whatever it is, I can take this, hold what I've done, and pull tight. And then take this and slip stitch into here, and I have my ring. Right? I'll go through it one more time just so that you can see it. Right? So I take the tail end of the yarn, hold it with my thumb, wrap this yarn around my fingers, hold it with my thumb. Okay? Then I take more yarn, wrap it behind my fingers, hold it with my thumb. And you want this to be kind of a line. You don't want to hook them both together. So then I take my hook and I insert it underneath that with the hook down so that I can grab the yarn behind it, pull up the loop, pull my fingers out, and oh, Nero wants to share. And then I hold both of these, right, so that I don't make a mistake as I chain one. Then, chain one, there we go. Then I can hold just this part as I start to crochet. Okay. And then once I have whatever number, usually I do about 3 or 4, and then I feel like I can let go of the tail and just crochet. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. And just crochet. Right? And then when I reach what I want to reach, I pull, slip stitch into that first one there, or the chain, depending on the pattern. There. Now, I do crochet tightly. A lot of times when you're making the magic ring, they tell you to do the beginning part fairly loosely so that you can work into the circle better. That doesn't work for me. I can't do that. I end up taking it out and starting over. Whatever works for you, whether you crochet tightly or loosely, doesn't matter. I do hope this magic ring tutorial was helpful. Whatever you would like to see next, put in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me if you liked the video, what you thought. If it worked for you, I'd love to hear it. And if not, I'd love to hear why not. Just be nice about it, please. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of How Do I here on Bellauncinettocrafts. As always, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I'll see you again soon. Ciao bella!